I like languages. They interest me a lot in like the way they work, and I also feel that if I was to be a person who teaches English to people, then I feel like it would be more polite to be able to speak their own language back to them, so they would feel more comfortable about it, and also like help them like in their daily life. If they need to talk about something like super important and they're struggling to speak in a language that I understand, I feel like it would be better if I could also speak their other language. It gives the teacher and the student a better connection with each other. I think a lot of my desire to help a lot of other people comes from my background. When I was in elementary school, my mom was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I don't know all that much about it because I'm not a doctor, but I know what it looks like for my mom, and for her it is difficulty with walking, and I think overall motor skills, because sometimes her hands get really tired and so she can't lift things, or she can't lift herself up to get in bed or go to the bathroom or put her clothes on by herself. She has a hard time walking and getting around to places. It has gotten worse over time, so back then it wasn't too bad. She only had to walk with a cane, but now she does not walk barely at all and stays in a wheelchair most of the day. A lot of responsibilities I have at home goes along with how I want to help people. I think that helping people is important because I've grown up with that. My mom needs help with mostly daily stuff, so eating, so I'll prepare food, or I will clean up things like around the house, or get in bed at the end of the day, or get out of bed, help getting dressed. And then I also help her go to appointments. I have 2 younger brothers, and then my dad also helps a lot, but he is not always at home because his job requires him to go up to the Twin Cities a lot and work. With my youngest brother, I often help him with his homework and making sure he gets stuff done on time, so then my mom can be less stressed about that. Well, for extracurriculars, most of the time I have to say no to that because I don't have the time to put into that when I have to be at home helping with my mother. But something that I do for myself is I do spend time pursuing my passion, which is creative writing, and then also learning languages. A lot of the creative writing I do for myself, mostly because of the other things I want to do for other people, or that I am doing for other people. A lot of times people say that you have to have an audience to write for, but for me that audience is myself. No matter if other people like it or not, that's just a bonus. I want to go to RCTC because out of all the colleges that I've looked at, they have the actual career path that I want, and they have the classes that I was looking for, which would be ESOL, so English as a Second Language education, and then also creative writing. I think it's just for me, since I'm first interested in English because I like writing, and I want to do creative writing also as a career. I think that my need to help comes from within. I think it's a very circular thing. My family is my whole life. I think connections with people is something that really matters to me. I'm confident that whatever I do, whether it's what I think I'm going to do now or if it changes, then whatever I do, I will be definitely helping people.